We are starting a science experiment. What are we learning about?
Bacteria.
And Braxen's not feeling well now. I think he caught what Aspen has, so we definitely won't be going to hang out with our homeschool group this week. You can see that. Let's see. Just little tiny snowflake. Hopefully by this summer he'll have his driver's license. Everybody. So we are starting a science experiment. What are we learning about?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. So Aspen's got some unflavored gelatin, and we're gonna make a homemade petri dish.
No, it doesn't smell like it. It smells like bananas.
Go ahead and throw that away. And we are gonna grow some bacteria. You want to turn the light on so we can see what we're doing? Okay. You ready? Are you excited for this?
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. Here, let's set these guys down. Okay, so you need 1 cup of cold water.
Will this work?
Wait a minute.
Work?
Yes, that'll work. 1 cup of cold water. I just had to read on because I wasn't sure that was correct. Now make sure you set it on the counter so we can check for 1 cup. Okay, that's good. It needs to be exactly 1 cup.
A little over, but
Nope, not over at all. Exactly 1 cup. Okay? Now set it down and let it rest.
Oh yeah, that is right up there.
Let's see.
I can tell.
Good. Okay, go ahead and pour 1 cup of cold water in. And then we're gonna need 2 teaspoons of sugar. So I'll get the sugar. You get the measuring spoons, the silver ones. Go ahead and grab the silver ones.
Which ones? The big ones?
Just grab the silver. No, the spoons. Are they not in there? Check the dishwasher. No, they're in the dishwasher. Go ahead and grab it out.
Where would they be?
These. Right here. Okay, you want the one that says 1 teaspoon. Do you see it? Yep, 1 TSP. Okay, I'm gonna tip this and you need a level teaspoon, so I wanna see it before you do it. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and put that in there. All right, 1 more, because you need 2. Okay, go ahead and level it off. Good job, that's perfect. 2, all right, set those to the side because I don't know if we're gonna need them again. All right, the next thing it says is you need 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon.
Where's the beef bouillon?
So hold on. That's right here, but.
Can I do it?
Hold on. I think this is a teaspoon, but we have to, well, you can't just scoop it out, sweetheart. Hold on, let me show you. Put it all to the corner, and you're gonna scoop out 1 teaspoon, okay? So you can just kind of stick your spoon in there and grab it. Do you see what I'm saying? Yep, just kind of, and then you might want to scoop it off a little into there.
What are you guys doing?
We are doing a science experiment. Oh, that's not quite enough. See how we flattened it? Let me show you something. Yeah, don't lick it. There you go. That should be about a teaspoon. Okay, so this has to be brought to a boil, and you have to stir it constantly.
Wait, can we do it up here?
No, this is too big of a burner. Go ahead and stir. Your turn. Don't touch there.
Can
Now
you
the burner
hold
gets.
that?
Yep.
This is fun. You know what this red chair is for? I mean, it helps me cook.
Okay, so Aspen's done a really good job. We have his bouillon gelatin mixture because he's making a petri dish. So we have it cooling on the stove. We're gonna let it cool for about 15 minutes and then he gets to do his next step with the science experiment. So he's been waiting to do this. I had to get bouillon though. It was the last holdout. I thought I was gonna get to do this like last week and I wasn't able to. Hello, Matt's calling me. Hello.
Hello.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, while I am waiting for his cooling time to get done, I think I'm gonna hit some dishes and try to get that started this morning so that we have clean dishes to eat off of. But look at, see, it doesn't look bad. This is just what I picked up from around the house. I grabbed this little bin. Usually at night we're sitting and watching a movie or doing some sort of work and people are having snacks, popcorn, stuff like that. So there's usually some cups left in the living room at night. So I grab this little bin and I just gather up everybody's stuff from there. This is usually Matt and I, Tearlyn, that have stuff like this left there. So, but yeah, I just grab a little bin like this. I think I got this one at the Dollar Tree and I just load it up with stuff, with cups, things like that. Some of this is from Matt's office too that I pulled out. I don't always get in there every day to grab stuff. And sometimes he'll forget that he had them in there. So when I make the bed in the morning and it's something, I'll usually just look and see and grab any stuff he had from the previous day in his office. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do this morning. Let's get some dishes started. I have about 5 minutes, so I should at least be able to get the dishwasher cleared out. So as I have time, I can get it loaded today. I'm waiting for Aspen to come back up and we are gonna start the next part of his science experiment. So I was just reading through. Oh, that's what it's for. Okay. So I was just reading through. I want to put his Q-tips in here. I've got a sandwich bag, well, gallon one. I should have gotten some small clear ones instead of these bigger ones, but this will just have to work. So he's got some Q-tips and a sandwich bag there. And then we've got these little Easter foil cups. I got these last year and I didn't use them all. So we're just gonna use these up for his science experiment. And our muffin tin. This thing's so old, I've had it forever. My mother-in-law got it for me and it was the prettiest color of green when I got it. You can tell it's been loved and used. It'll work great for the science experiment though. And that, yeah, it was like this color when I got it. I don't know. I've never been able to get all this off, but I've used it so much. So anyway, yeah. We're gonna make a petri dish, which is timely because Aspen was not feeling good. It was Saturday. He said that his throat hurt. And he said, well, I swallowed some water and my throat hurts. And I was like, okay, well, that can happen. Or he said he swallowed something and his throat hurt. And I said, that's okay, you know, that can happen. We'll just keep an eye on it. And then, was it Saturday night, he spiked a bit of a fever. It was a low-grade fever. It was like 101. Got up the next day and he seemed to be doing well on Sunday. And then Sunday night, he spiked a fever again. And I gave him an at-home COVID test just to see because he had some of the symptoms. He was starting to get the stuffy nose. Was it? No, so maybe it was Sunday night that he spiked the fever. So Saturday night he didn't. He seemed to be okay. Just seemed to say he had a little bit of a sore throat. Sunday morning he seemed to be doing okay. But then his nose was getting stuffy and he was sounding like, almost like when someone has strep throat, how they kind of get, you know, like thick in the throat when they're talking. And he had that going on, stuffy nose. So I was like, you know what? I better give him an at-home COVID test. So I gave him the at-home COVID test. It came out negative. And then he spiked a fever of about 101 Sunday night. Monday morning he got up. He seemed to be doing really well. Still sounded a little bit nasally, but I thought, maybe allergies. We'll just keep him home, keep an eye on it. he started spiking a fever again. What day was it? Monday night, he started spiking a fever again. So I gave him another at-home COVID test to see, and that one came out negative again. So Tuesday morning, I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna mess with it. And I called our doctor's office and I said, you know, I need to get him in and get him seen. And they're like, well, we can't get him in today. Why don't you just take him to urgent care? So I took him to urgent care. It was a 3-hour wait. We sat there for 3 hours. It was so long. Got him in. They tested him for strep and the rapid test came back negative. They tested him for COVID, influenza, RSV, and I want to say something else. I don't know, that whole panel of stuff that they'll like test kids for or test people for when they're coming in with symptoms like that. And then the doctor that was looking at him, she's like, well, you know, if he wasn't spiking a fever, I mean, all in all, he looks really well. His ears look good. His throat looks good. She's like, but something's spiking that temperature. And he didn't have a fever when he went in. So they did the longer test on the strep. That's come back negative. The flu, COVID, all of that has come back negative. So we have no idea why he spiked this temp. And last night, so I just treated him as if he had a cold. And I gave him some of the Mucinex for children with the elderberry in it. And that seemed to work well for him last night. But yeah, he's just had this little like thing going on. So anyway, it was timely because they told him that they were going to send it. He wanted to know about the swab that they put in his throat, and they said they were going to put it on a petri dish and grow it, see if it would grow anything. Did you make it? Oh, cool. He's been making shields and swords and all kinds of stuff out of paper. All out of paper and tape, you're right.
Made a shield out of paper now. Got 2 things that I hold it with.
So anyway, today's science experiment is timely because he wanted to know what a petri dish was, and we're making one here at home.
If you guys want to know how to make this, I really do. Cut out a thing like that. Put like 4 or 5 things of tape on here, and then if you want to, you're supposed to put 2 of these because you need something to hold to keep it up.
So we are going to go do our science experiment. This is a cool part. Now I have to help you with this part because it's hot. So, okay. I'm going to set you guys over here. Yeah. Oh, good job covering your mouth. Okay. Go ahead and put 1 in each. Hold on. You need 4 total. So 1, 2, nope. We're going to put them all in a row. Okay? Because I'm going to put a piece of paper so you know what's what in here, I think. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we have to fill them half full, and then we're going to put this in the refrigerator until they harden.
When the sky is falling down and the clouds get in your eye, I'll be a gold mine. When your world ain't going right and the struggle dims your shine, I'll be a gold mine. Back to back, I got you and you got me. Dream team.
We are about to have lunch. We are actually gonna have walking tacos. I forgot to set out my burger yesterday, so hopefully, I think it'll be okay though. I think I can just fry it in the pan and it'll come out, but I don't know if you've ever had walking tacos. If you haven't, it's a great lunch idea. It's basically the same as a taco, but instead of in a shell, you put all your ingredients on top of Doritos. So that is what we're doing for lunch today. And I think we're gonna have some refried beans to go with it and some mandarin oranges. So that is what we are doing for lunch today. There's lunch, you guys. Walking tacos, mandarin oranges, and some refried beans with cheese. Okay, so we are working on our school day, and Braxen's not feeling well now. I think he caught what Aspen has, so we definitely won't be going to hang out with our homeschool group this week. We were supposed to go tomorrow and have a gym play day, But no, we don't want to get anybody else sick. So anyway, I wanted to show you, it's snowing again. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but see? Just little tiny snowflakes. You might be able to see it on the tree a little bit better if I hold the camera that way. See? Little tiny snowflakes. So, it's only about 23 degrees. I'm not even sure, but I don't think any of that's gonna stick. I mean, it's awful small for it to stick. We'll see though, if we got enough of the little snowflakes, maybe. I have a couple of minutes while Braxen is watching a video for history class. I'm gonna work on cleaning this stovetop, hopefully. So if you follow us on our Instagram, you probably already know this, or on our Facebook page, but Braxen started driver's ed. So we did his second class today. It wasn't until I think last year that our state allowed homeschoolers to do driver's ed, parent-led driver's ed. So you can actually do it as long as you go to school. You're either homeschooled or you go to school in the state of Iowa. So yeah, it's pretty neat that they allow that now. So yeah, Braxen's starting, and hopefully by this summer he'll have his driver's license.